What's going on? Well, my homies, homettes, do's and dudettes. It's your boy Will back again, and I'm going to run through five fragrances. Five fragrances. These are hidden gem fragrances. Either there's not a lot of talk about them on the net, or people talked about them in the past and they stopped talking about them. But these are still good fragrances, banging fragrances that you can rock out to. Some of them are cheap, and actually, all of these are pretty cheap, except for maybe one. All right, let's rock out. All right, so we're gonna start out with this first one. This is, I guess we're gonna do a countdown, counting down backwards. So this is number five. Starting out with this one. This is Unshakable by Zara. Now the Zara still makes this fragrance, but it's in a different bottle now. I think it's just an all white bottle. But this one kind of has a kind of a tropical vibe. It has a almost smells similar to like a Invictus, but Invictus with like maybe a coconut vibe to it. So it smells something like you will wear on a vacation or maybe to the beach or something like that. It's a fresh fragrance. It's not a long lasting fragrance, but it's different enough from anything else that's out there. This, like I said, this is a hidden gem. It's a different kind of smelling kind of fragrance, not one of your average run-of-the-mill fragrances. So, first one up, Zara, Unshakable. And that was number five. Number four, we're gonna go with this one. This one actually was a little bit, I think it was a little bit of a buzz going on with this a little while ago, maybe about 8 years ago, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. But this is Giorgio Black Special Edition. And this one is, I think you can still find this one, and it was really cheap, maybe like around $20. I think it's gone up to maybe about 35 or so like that. And this one is a clone or maybe a rendition or really, really close to Tom Ford's Black Orchid. It has that dark kind of floral vibe to it. Almost smells similar, smells like a rose in the dark cave kind of vibe. It's a good fragrance. This would be a really good, I think it was marketed for females, the actual Tom Ford, but this one actually would work for a man. Most men would wear this, and this will really, really, really work well if you have on like a black suit, an all black suit, and if you had on a burgundy button up on with it on under it and rock out with that. This would be something that would work really, really good with something like that. So, number four, Giorgio Black Special Edition. And number three is this one. This one's a really cheap one, and I haven't heard a lot of people talk about. I think I may have seen like maybe one video, maybe one or two videos talking about this fragrance. But this one is Jovan, and this is Secret Amber. It's coming in. There we go. Secret Amber. And this one, oh man, this is a nice amber fragrance. And this is one of those cheap fragrances. I think you can get this under $10. I think this was maybe about $9. May have gone up by now, maybe about 15. But this is an amber fragrance, but it has a freshness to it. Let me get a spray. Yeah, it's a freshness to this amber. It smells almost like a clean kind of vibe to it. So it has ginger in it, and it has a musk that brightens it up a little bit. So it's not your average amber. It reminds me similar to, not that it's a clone of it, but it reminds me similar to Ragba by Lattafa. But it's a more wearable Ragba. I mean, because Ragba is, a little heavy and dense, and you only want to wear that really in the wintertime when it's really, really cold, snow outside. This one is a more wearable version of a Ragba. So yeah, it's a good one. And it's really cheap. This is probably this is the cheapest one on the list. That is number three, Secret Amber by Jovan. And Next one up is this one. This one actually had a little buzz about it. Now, it might be a few videos for this fragrance, but they are all old videos, maybe about 6 or 7 years old. But this is Bossini, and the fragrance is Amber. And this one, if you want to stand out, this is probably, no, the next one is probably the most standout fragrance, but this was definitely one of the most standout fragrances that I had. This is so nice. This is not necessarily a fragrance for younger guys. This would be good for an older guy because it has a note of whiskey and apple, but the whiskey, so it comes off boozy, but it doesn't really smell like whiskey. What it really smells like, it smells like a mixture of Brandy on the Rocks. I think that's what it is, by Killian, and mixed with Boss Bottle, the original Boss Bottle. It smells like it's a mixture of those two, and this is a good one. This is a good one. If you're an older gentleman, or if you're a younger guy and you just got, your grown man swag going on, check this out, because this is actually not an expensive fragrance. Now, I don't think it's gone up too expensive, but Bossini Amber, or Ombre, that is number 2. And then the last one, I actually used this one. I actually had this one in a video before. I think it was a either my weekly wears or something like that. But this one is Tokyo Milk's Bulletproof. And this one is another fragrance that's one of those fragrances that's mixed with a dark and fresh kind of vibe, because it's, oh man, what is that? Is that, I think it's amberwood. It's either amberwood or teakwood mixed with a tea vibe, and it gives off this vibe that's just different from anything else. I don't think I have anything else in my collection anywhere that smells similar to this. Now, Tokyo Milk, these bottles used to be cheap. They used to be like around $15, $20, $25, but I think they've crept up to maybe about $60. But if you want something that's going to be a little standout and something that's going to be different from most people, what they're going to be wearing, most people don't have this bottle, and most people may, if they have it, they probably wouldn't even wear it that often. But this is a standout scent. This one is a go-getter. This is Tokyo Milk's Bulletproof. That's number 1. All right, just wanted to run through a short list, just only 5 of fragrances that are hidden gems that, if you have a chance, check them out. It might be something good to look for these, because most people are not going to smell like these kind of fragrances. Anyway, it's your boy Will with the Will Report. I appreciate your time. I know you could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me talking about 5 hidden gems. Until next time, deuces.